Welcome to The Foundry, brought to you by Forge College. I'm your host, and today I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this explainer on building, backing up, restoring, and verifying a wallet. Grab your hard hats because we are entering the final assembly line of your Capstone project for secure wallet management right here in the Blockchain Fundamentals track. Now, right off the bat, don't let the word Capstone intimidate you. If you've been following along, there's actually no heavy lifting left. We're simply going to take the artifacts you already manufactured in our previous lessons and assemble them into a fully operational, testable machine. Honestly, it's just like building a model airplane where all the pieces are already perfectly painted and cut out for you. Okay, let's take a quick look at our master blueprint for today. We'll start with the final assembly line, then build your secure wallet, execute the backup plan, restore and verify those addresses, package your artifacts up, and finally, achieve true operational readiness. So let's kick things off with Section 1, the final assembly line, gathering your components. First things first, let's take a quick walk through the shop floor and gather the distinct components we have successfully built over the last few lessons. You should have your wallet basics security checklist, your documented backup blueprint, your initial guided wallet creation artifact, and of course, that derivation verification snippet we built in our very last lesson on key derivation and address verification. These 4 items are literally the raw materials for today's final build. All right, moving right along to Section 2, build your secure wallet, finalizing the core. We're at our first major assembly station to finalize the core of your machine, building the secure wallet itself. You're going to create or finalize your wallet using the checklist you already made. Now, the absolute critical deliverable here is your creation artifact. This is a file that records the timestamp, the derivation parameters like your path and coin type, and your generation method. But, and I cannot stress this enough, here is the golden rule. Your creation artifact proves your wallet was made securely, but it absolutely, positively must never contain your actual secret seed phrase. Seriously, keep that seed phrase entirely offline. Hide it like it's your embarrassing middle school diary. That brings us to Section 3. Execute the backup plan, securing the foundation. Now that the core is built, we move to the most critical physical step of all, executing your backup plan. What's really fascinating here is how we're turning abstract security concepts into concrete, verifiable backup evidence. Whether you chose metal stamping or a split shares approach, you need to prove you actually did it. If you used metal, we're going to need a photograph of the stamped plate with a scale and a timestamp, plus a textual manifest. If you went with split shares, we need that manifest and the storage locations. Or a brief compliance note. This is where the rubber meets the road. You're proving you didn't just think about backing up, but actually physically executed it. And remember, if you're taking photos, you can, and absolutely should, redact the actual seed words. We just want evidence of your method, not the secret itself. Next up is Section 4, Restore and Verify Addresses. I like to call this one waking up in a new body. So this is the ultimate test of our engineering, the restore process. Like I said, it's a bit like waking up in a brand new body, but checking to make sure you still have all your old crypto memories. You must import your seed phrase into an entirely independent, fresh wallet instance. We're comparing the original state to this independent instance. That means absolutely no network connection and no cache data. Why? Well, because you want to prove that your seed phrase alone, combined with those exact derivation parameters we documented, is what actually rebuilds your wallet from scratch, and not just some lucky cloud sync. Let's take a look at this strict technical compliance checklist. To prove your restore was successful, you'll run that derivation verification snippet from our last lesson against both the original and the restored wallet. The output must be a byte-for-byte identical match. The derivation path has to match exactly. The derived address has to match exactly, and your verification snippet run should clearly state original equals restored true. This isn't about getting close, guys. It's about absolute, identical mathematical precision. All right, Section 5, package your Capstone artifacts, boxing the deliverable. With the engines successfully running and verified, let's see how all of this builds into your final packaged deliverable for submission. You're going to compress these specific documents into a single zip file. We need the creation artifact, the backup evidence, the restore log, your verification output text file, a short verification report detailing your steps, and an offline reproduction README. This entire package acts as a complete self-contained audit trail. It allows anyone, like an auditor or perhaps an instructor in one of the other great learning programs Forge College offers, to follow your exact process and verify your operational readiness, all without ever needing to see your secret seed phrase. Which leads us to our final stop, Section 6, Achieving Operational Readiness, the Mark of an Engineer. Submitting this package isn't just about checking a box or passing a milestone. It's about proving you have achieved true operational readiness in practical wallet management. Your compact operational readiness checklist really boils down to 3 main principles. 1. Document your parameters at creation. 2. Make your backups verifiable and auditable. And 3. Ensure reproducible independent restores. This is a massive educational standard you can carry forward into any future Web3 operation. Seriously, if you master these 3 principles, you're light years ahead of most casual wallet users. Our ultimate goal comes down to this golden rule of auditing. The package passes inspection if an auditor can follow the README and obtain the same derived address without needing access to the seed phrase itself. This beautifully summarizes everything we've worked towards. It's all about demonstrating absolute technical competence and provable security. You're proving your system works, your backup is rock solid, and your recovery is mathematically guaranteed, all while maintaining perfect operational secrecy over your private key. As we wrap up our hands-on assembly for this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative question. Now that you can operate a wallet securely, do you actually know how these platforms and protocols began in the first place? It's a really fascinating pivot from the how to the why. I invite you to explore our next historical lesson, Origins and Founding Story, where we shift from operational readiness to the amazing history of these networks. And I highly encourage you to visit forge.college to continue learning, diving into our other courses, and expanding your Web3 toolkit. Thanks so much for joining me on the assembly line today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.